and we about to react to another story. React to another story here. Let me get this together. Yeah, that should be.
Over too much mayonnaise, if you can believe that. Channel 2's Justin Carter is live at the scene downtown on Northside Drive. Justin, the owners say the victims, they were model employees.
Fred, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It kind of makes you shake your head. Yeah, the owners told us that it was two young ladies who were shot all over making a sandwich for someone. One of them lost their life. Let's set the scene for you. Here's the scene right now.
That
You can
is
still
ridiculous,
see
bro.
caution tape surrounding this building. Obviously, it's
how you unalive somebody over a sandwich, bro? Like what? It would have been even more. It would have been like even more employees. All right, so I'm gonna just read the story. It says one Subway customer skipped past the complaint box and took their dissatisfaction with a sandwich into their own hands. Two women were shot at a gas station adjacent store in downtown Atlanta. One woman died, and the other was rushed to surgery, but her condition remains unclear, according to WSB TV. It just breaks my heart to know that someone has the audacity to point a weapon and shoot someone for as little as too much mayonnaise on a sandwich. Willie did not release the names of the women, but said they were model employees who just started working at this location 3 weeks ago. The shooter has not been identified. Police are reviewing tape and interviewing witnesses at this time. A Fox News report said one of the women's children was in the store at the time of the shooting. This is a developing story.
closed right now. There's
Investigators say the shooting was all over.
And that is so crazy. You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me somebody can't go? Somebody can't. So I don't agree with those customers who go to a food establishment and just be so angry about something that was left off of their food. Like that like the etiquette of like going to like fast food restaurants or even just restaurants in general. You gotta watch what you say to employees, man. Like I watched a movie, like, and I'm gonna come back into the story. I watched a movie called Waiting. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that movie, but that movie made me respect people who work in the food service industry. Like because like you got to watch what you like I said, you have to watch what you say to people that are serving you food, that are making your food, that are bringing you a drink because they could definitely put something in your food, put something in your water, and you'll never know. And you just got through arguing with the employee over something that was done to the food. Now it's a little bit different because in fast food, it could be the person at the window could be the person cooking the food. Where with a restaurant, it could be the server. Just the server could just be the person handing the taking the food from the cook forgot to who forgot to put something on it, and the server now has to hear a whole bunch of hoopla from ergo the customer, who is very adamant and rude, probably been rude since they got to the restaurant, and now the server is mad, and she about to take the food back to the cook, and the cook about to be mad because the server is mad because the customer is saying a whole bunch of stuff to the server, who by the way is not cooking the food. They're just bringing the food out to you. So it's like now you got two people on your head top. Now you don't know what the cook is about to do to the food. And then you don't know what the server is about to do to the food. And then they're just gonna bring it back to you and smile in your face like nothing is wrong. Right. People got to get put some respect on these servers, these server people. People got to learn to that customer is right thing is not always it's not always a good thing. That customer is right thing is not always like true. It could go the other way. The customer could be wrong and they're just trying to test you. I've seen many videos online of customers just testing employees at Burger King and McDonald's and Wendy's and Jack in the Box. I used to work at a Jack in the Box, and I would get a lot of people trying to test me over food, bro. Like calm down. Like calm down. You mad at me about something that I didn't even cook. The cook in the back, we sometimes I'm gonna tell you the truth. Sometimes when I used to work at Jack in the Box, our headsets were terrible. Those headsets that they used to hear on the loudspeaker outside were terrible. I couldn't hardly hear anything anybody was saying when they would come through that drive through. Just terrible. So if they have bad headsets and can't hear what you say, even if you speak loud enough, it's still gonna be a thing of like, dang, I didn't really hear what that person said. So they have to repeat it over and over again. And they're already irritated that you can't hear because we got busted headsets. We got trash headsets. I like when I was working there, the headsets were terrible. Can't hear nothing. Even though it's three people listening to that same exact order, it's like a chance that two people didn't hear anything that that person said while wearing that headset. And it's probably like one person who heard it all. And probably they still probably not gonna get it right. And then that person's gonna drive away. You know, most people check the bag just to make sure that the food is good before they drive off. Some people don't do that. But like I said, when they come back through, they'll either come back through the lobby or they'll come back through the drive-through and be like, "Hey, you didn't put this on mine." No, 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 no. Some people are cool about it. Some people be like, "Hey, you didn't. I said I wanted this, and y'all gave me this. That's fine." Now, like I said, the rude people, those are the ones where it's like, okay, like, bro, you acting like you paid for a 5-course meal. Like, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry. You know. But it's very sad that this happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like now the owner of this establishment now has to close it down. You know what I'm saying? Like people about to get arrested because they wanted to what I'm saying, commit a heinous act over something as little as mayonnaise on a sandwich. Like a customer really went into a establishment and pulled out this person must have been just trigger happy, honestly, to be fair. This person must have just been trigger happy and they was ready to use that no matter what. It was really the person was ready to use their their right to bear arms no matter what was happening here. It's crazy, bro. Like you about to for real go to jail over a sandwich. You bodied somebody over a sandwich. Like how do you sleep at night? Seriously, how does a person who committed something like this, like how do you just leave the scene and go to sleep at night after you just did that? More and more, it's a reminder more and more every day that, man, America is ghetto, bro. America is ghetto. This is not a laughing matter, and I don't mean to laugh, but America is ghetto, bro. America is ghetto. Ghetto. Ridiculous.